If you've been following me on YouTube or even a part of my Bahati Love Notes membership, you know that I've been talking about this for a while. The shortages, the resources, the food systems, and survival, and how these would become the major themes for our generation. And now, here we are. It's happening. And I want to help you to understand why from an astrological and energetic perspective so that you can move through this time empowered and not afraid. Pluto is the planet of transformation. It connects us to endings and beginnings and powers. And now that it's entered into Aquarius, where this is where everything starts to shift. Pluto in Aquarius is a generational transit. It lasts until 2043. And whenever Pluto changes the signs, the world changes its form. Aquarius connects to the collective, the systems, the networks that sustain humanity as a whole, how we share our resources, our energy, our information, and food. So when Pluto crosses into Aquarius, it doesn't just change the government or the corporations, it changes the entire architecture of how humanity functions. We start to see the collapse and the reconstruction around systems that once felt immovable, like supply chains, currencies, agriculture, technology, and even how we feed or care for one another. Pluto strips what's unsustainable and forces us to evolve. It's not random, it's cosmic timing. That set the stage, and now Uranus is in Gemini. That began July 2025, and it will fully anchor us in 2026. So the conversation now is going to expand. Gemini rules communication, transportation, and how information travels. So if Pluto in Aquarius transforms the structure, Uranus in Gemini is rewriting that conversation completely. It's these sudden shifts in supplies, the rumors of scarcity, and these new digital markets. So the collective will have to learn how to discern, how to ground, and how to reconnect to real sources of nourishment, both physical and spiritual. Together, Pluto and Uranus are dismantling the old world and building the next. They're asking us what sustains us, what do we truly need, what systems have we trusted collectively blindly, and where have we been giving our power away? Because this isn't just about food or resources, it's about dependency. And Pluto and Aquarius will teach us to reclaim our power individually. Uranus and Gemini teach us to think for ourselves, to question, to innovate. We are not victims of these changes. It feels that way, but we are participating in this. The more consciously we move and become grounded, the more that we will survive in the middle of this storm. So if you've been feeling the pull to prepare, to plant, to simplify, to reconnect with your local community or your land, you're not crazy, you're tuned in. I've been talking about this since forever. The cosmos are guiding us back to balance, reminding us that the systems we built were never meant to last forever or even to sustain us. They were meant to evolve. And now that we're in this evolution, this happening right now, we need to stay awake, we need to stay discerning, and we need to remember that astrology doesn't just predict change, it prepares us for it. If you want more of these breakdowns and insights of what's unfolding, I talk about it every week